Hey guys, in this video I'm going to talk about how to fly to Brazil as cheaply as possible. I did want to go over a couple of things from the last video though. In the last video I showed you that it takes 70 days for the visa to be processed if you're in California. However, that processing time is completely dependent on the state you're from. In Texas, for example, it's only 20 days. So keep that in mind. 70 days was the longest that I saw, just putting in different states, but yeah. Also, I said that you have to give them a email confirmation for like an airline ticket or an itinerary or something like that for the visa process or visa application process. I did some research and I talked to some people, and they said that you can go ahead and buy a round-trip ticket to Brazil, make a copy of it, give that to the third party for the visa application, and then refund the ticket. Within 24 hours, you can refund an airline ticket through the airline, not through a third-party booking site, but you can through the airline if you go directly through them. So that way, you can get the visa without being locked into a specific time to fly to Brazil if you want to change anything. However, as soon as you get the visa, you have 90 days to travel to Brazil before it's void. The visa lasts for 10 years, but you do have to travel there within 90 days. But that gives you some kind of wiggle room, I guess, if you want to make any changes to your travel plans. So yeah, and that's a good way if you're not locked into an expensive ticket, as I'm about to show you how to find a not expensive ticket. Alright, so using Google Flights, I put in Dallas just as an example, as the departing city. Remember to look 10 to 3 weeks before you want to travel. 5 to 6 weeks is a sweet spot, so I did 5 weeks out. And I type in Brazil for the destination. Here's what shows up on the map. Here's Brazil. So Sao Paulo, Rio de Janeiro, and Salvador are the largest cities in Brazil. Rio's probably the destination you're going to go to, but just in case, if you do end up going to Sao Paulo and you want to get to Rio, keep in mind that you do not want to take the bus between cities. It's a 6-hour drive, and the bus station is kind of sketchy. Flights are really cheap, though. So let's look at Rio for flights out of Dallas. As you can see here, we have a $789 flight with United. It's 14 hours long, which isn't bad at all. It leaves at a good time, and it gets in at a great time. It has one stop in Houston, it looks like, for 3 hours. Now, as you can see, for nearly $300 more, you can save about an hour if you fly through with American. So we select this, select our return flight. Obviously, this is the choice we're going to pick since it's not $2,000. And with Google Flights, they will give you options on how to book. Here, they want you to book directly through United, which you should always do regardless. Simple as that. But let's look at ITA Matrix and see if we can find a cheaper flight. Now remember to put all airports. A lot of cities have more than one airport, and the price difference can be substantial. So we put in all airports for Dallas, Fort Worth area, all airports for Brazil. Now, if you're not flexible, you can search for exact dates. If you are flexible, you can see a calendar of lowest fares. So, I put in a date 5 weeks out for 13 to 16 days, or 2 weeks. And as you can see, we get the same price as Google Flights, $789. Now, with ITA Matrix, you cannot book directly through them. You have to take the information you find and then plug it into the airline itself, like United, for example. Pretty simple. So there you go. I hope that helps. Remember to try and find a balance between length of flight and price of flight. Obviously, a shorter, more direct flight is going to be more expensive, and a longer flight is going to be cheaper. But if you end up wasting an entire day flying, that's a less of a day you have for your fun and adventures and stuff. So yeah, keep that in mind. In the next video, I'll be talking about places to stay in Brazil. I'll be looking at Airbnb and hostels, and I'll talk about couch surfing as well. So see you there.